So good morning, class 7. Today we are going to start chapter number 11, transportation in animals and plants. So in yesterday's class, we discussed the misunderstood words so that it will be easy for you to understand the chapter. So in transportation system, how it takes place in animals and plants. So children, we are going to study that animal need to transport waste to all from the body, and they need to transport all the useful products to all parts of the body. So who is responsible for it? Which system is responsible? Who is doing all that functions? So for the answer of this question is circulatory system. In our body, there is a circulatory system which perform all these functions of transportation. So what we need to transport? See, we need to transport food, water, oxygen for the survival. Kindly underline, these things are to be transported. So, and the waste should be transported and that should be thrown out of the body. So, all this work is done by the circulatory system. Children, this is a diagram of circulatory system. Kindly see to it. In this diagram, you must be able to see the two colors. One is red and other is blue color. So why this difference is there? Even I am having the model of circulatory system with me. See, this is a model of circulatory system. Okay. In this system, even it is same as shown in 11.1 circulatory system. One color is red and other color is blue. So what can be the reason behind it? Why that has been divided into two colors? So red color shows,
Artery.
no,
Artery.
yes, these are the arteries which are carrying oxygen rich blood.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
blue color are the veins which are carrying carbon dioxide rich blood.
Yes.
Okay, so
मैम
I
ये
will
डायग्राम पेपर आ सकता है ना
so I will explain this part again, why it is so. What are arteries? What are veins? So see, throughout the body, from the head to the toes, from the head to the toes, the different colors are there, red color as well as the blue color. So we'll discuss about it again. Before that, let's start with the first part of the circulatory system, that is the blood. Now children, everybody has heard about blood, but actually what does this blood stand for? Blood, you know, we can put a cut or in any body part, the blood start flowing from there. So why it is so? Why that happens? So you have to see, blood actually is a fluid which flows in blood vessels. Okay, so kindly mark down the definition of this. What is blood? Kindly underline what is blood, and in here you can underline the functions of blood. This is point 1 where you can write down it transport. This is number 1. It transports substances like digestive food from the small intestine to the other parts of the body. This is the first function of the blood. Second, it carries oxygen from the lungs to the cells of the body. This is the second function. Bhavya, mute yourself. And after that, number 3, it transports the waste from the removal of the body. So these all are the functions of blood. Kindly write down the question. You can frame one extra questions over here. Write down the functions of blood. Okay, right, functions of blood. So these are the functions of blood. Am I clear, children? So here you have got the definition of blood as well as the function. So all the transportation system is done by the blood. You may see here, first it transport the digested food, second it carries oxygen, and third it transport waste for the removal from the body. Up to here, is it clear, children? Should we move further? Okay, children, one thing more is here. What is plasma? The fluid part of the blood is known as plasma. So one type of the cell, I had made a web chart over here. You can see on the board, children. Blood consists of three parts. You have to draw this web chart on the left page. RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. About these RBCs, we are going to study here. This is a RBC, means red blood cell.
Blood cells.
Red blood cell. Red blood cells which contain a red colored pigment. It contains a red
Hemoglobin.
colored pigment which is known as hemoglobin,
Hemoglobin
and due to which the color of blood is
of our
red.
blood is red.
Yes, red color. Hemoglobin, what function does hemoglobin does? Hemoglobin mixes with the oxygen
Oxygen and transport
transport
it all
to all parts of the
the
body.
parts of
Kindly
body.
underline this also. Kindly underline. So children, RBCs contain red colored pigment which is known as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin mixes with oxygen and transported to all parts of the body and all parts of the cell, because it will be difficult to provide oxygen to all parts of the cell without hemoglobin. Okay, and already we have underlined the presence of hemoglobin makes the blood appear red. That we have already done. The color of the blood is red due to the presence of hemoglobin. So this was all about RBCs. Next comes WBCs. WBC means white, full form is white blood cell. The function of WBC is to fight against germs
Fight against germs
that may enter into our
into our body.
Okay. So kindly underline, children. They fight against the germs. They are the fighter of our body. They are the soldiers of our body. So you may get extra question over here also. Which cells are known as soldiers of our body? White blood cells.
White blood cells.
Because they fight against the germs.
Against germs and virus.
Okay. One more type of cell, as I had told or as I have shown you in the web chart, that are platelets. Now let's see what is the function of platelets. Children, let me give you one example. When you
When platelets recover our that injury.
Yes, when you fall, the blood start flowing, and after some you have noticed that the bleeding stop. The blood comes out of it, or the bleeding, you can say, that stop, and a dark color, you say bleeding had stopped, and a
dark color cover
yes, dark color clot has
over that
formed on
injury.
it. So that clot formed is known due to the presence of platelets. So platelets are the type of cell which are present in our blood, and the function of platelet is to, it helps in clotting. Okay, so these were the parts of blood. First is RBCs, WBCs, and third is platelets. So children, after this, we are going to discuss about the blood vessels in which the blood flows. First blood vessel is arteries. About that we have read that arteries carry oxygen rich blood from heart to all parts of the body. And here we can frame one more extra question, that why the arteries have thick elastic walls? Because they have to the blood flows due to in the high pressure. At the high pressure, that's why they have a thick elastic wall. Next, we can feel the throbbing of blood. That is known as a pulse. Throbbing of blood is known as pulse. So children, you may underline what is pulse and what is a pulse rate. This is a definition of pulse. This is the blood flowing in the arteries, and number of beats per minute is called pulse rate. Children, you can feel the pulse rate. Throbbing you can feel, and you can count per minute. That will be about 70 to 80 beats per minute. So pulse rate of a normal human being, that person is sitting at rest, that will be 70 to 80 beats per minute. Okay? You can calculate your pulse rate. After discussing about arteries, now we'll see that what are veins. Veins carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back towards the heart. And what happens? Veins have thin walls, and there are walls present in the veins which allow blood to flow only towards the heart. आपका जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिच ब्लड है, it can't come back because they have a special walls present in it so that the blood should not come back. So see children, this is a schematic diagram. You can see how the blood is flowing. This is artery. This is heart. Let's start from the heart. This is heart. Heart pumps the oxygen rich blood that goes into, see everybody in the diagram, that goes into the arteries. Arteries carry the blood to all parts of the body, and here are the capillaries. Children, this is a capillary. Capillary, yesterday we discussed that it is a thin strand like of hair. Very small tubes are there. Here the exchange of gases takes place. Arteries and veins meet together, and that are the capillaries. You may underline about the capillaries here also. On reaching the tissues, they divide further into extremely thin tubes that are called capillaries. And what is the function of capillaries? Capillary joins up to form the veins which empty into the heart. So three things we have read today. Blood vessels, three types of the blood vessels are there. First is arteries, second is vein, and third is capillaries. And tomorrow we'll read the structure of heart. Okay.